And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 59, 59. Watch twist, what? Hey, Irvin. Twist. Mike 59.
On 1st and 10, Eason. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, wahoo!
Check, 59. I'm coming.
Now.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mike is 59.
On first down, Eason. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Throwing on first down, Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, Eason. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Saints 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Hey, Alpha. Shoot.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Will Fuller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And the Saints first down.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun. Eason. Thomas has got it. Complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but now it'll be 3rd down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Flush to his... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Bradley Pena now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Hey, Haywood!
Coming to you. Mike, 53, Mike.
On 1st and 10, Eason trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Eason, he throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Wahoo!
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Get in the weight room.
Now. 2nd and 5. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, team 6,
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. That one complete to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Here's Elliott. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Get it ready. 60 or. Hey, Charlie.
Check 53, Mike. Let's get the ball. Mike 53.
Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Eason. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59.
Fair.
Cut, check 52.
Go. Get it.
From the gun, Eason is going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason, it's caught. Smith. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Hey, Foxtrot.
First and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Let's go. Check 4. Check go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Yeah, defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. You got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Eason. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Saints first down.
Ready, ready.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. I'm going to come back to you.
Topper! Hey, Delta.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got him.
Ready, ready.
On first down, Eason going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up second down.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucks with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
Look at me.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight dog. Hey!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Switch it. Good.
Now they try the right side here. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Lawrence. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. Well, that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the flag! 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 Hey, exit! 51's in my... Let's go!
2nd and 2. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
17.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
On the ready.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing again. Eason. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Undercut, hey, orbit. Show it up. Go.
Operating from the gun. Eason, and he's going to go down again.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Here we go again.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike, check, 59. Here we go. Hey, seam 6, lead grip.
On 4th down, Eason, and the pressure gets to him again. Shaquille Barrett, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Ready, set. Mike 51. Ready. Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end to your left. 3 down.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ricky. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 13 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
That's good for 28 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down, 3 down.
Go. Hurry.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's time to... Hey, let's go. It's time to crouch. Right here.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 51.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time. And now it's 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Good track.
80 weapons.
31, check 31.
Off play action. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And that's Elliott. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, exit.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Watch the run.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Gay for the Buccaneer field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
It's our time.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, let's get them holes.
55.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got zero.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Hey, high 7.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Eason. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
All right.
From the gun, Eason, and Thomas has it. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Team 6.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
On fourth down, Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Kill.
Hey! Hit it.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Go.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
61, matchbox, watch the go.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Saints 17. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Throwing on first down. Eason, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to the air on second down. Eason, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
General West, go.
Twist. Watch the twist.
Shoot.
Throwing on third and long. Eason. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Foxtrot. Ready?
On 4th down, Eason. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half.